Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thanks for showing that respect. Thank you.
Check, check, check.
Good, here we go. Stay out here. I'll get the elevator. I'll come back just a second.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Yes. Wait.
All right, we're ready to go, guys. Far right.
It was
Enjoy your evening. Have a great start to your week. Get out of it.
College kids do. Gotta find a good one.
She was
Sounds like every other year.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll still there. See like very good. So thank you. Very well. Let me get the elevator for you. The next one up for your house. Start to the lead. Yeah, absolutely.
Speaks to the head.
Starting at it. When we get going, my name's a five notes. You're doing great. Yes. It's on. Right, we're ready. 49 selections. I can't.
Where is everybody? All right. I have no injuries to update you on. Yeah, we came out pretty clean there. My hat goes off to our fans. What a great job they did. It's a tough place to play, and they truly are the 12th man in there. So we appreciate them a ton. Defensively and offensively, I thought the coordinators just had great game plans, and with the coaches, the assistant coach, I thought they did a nice job likewise. And then there were some good personal things that went on. Pat Mahomes, he had a great day, and then Kels, it was great to see him rolling 6 catches for 78 yards. Hollywood getting him into the mix, and he did a nice job. Pacheco had a nice day, and all of that because the offensive line played well. Andy Heck does a heck of a job with that, no pun intended. And then 6.1 yards per play, which was great there. Defensively, Connor had 12 tackles, led the team in tackles. David does a great job with that secondary group there, and we ask him to do a ton. We play a lot of guys, and him getting those guys organized and going is a good. He did a nice job. Omedehu, that fourth quarter sack was big, but I thought they really bowed up the second half there. And Joe Cullen brings a lot of energy to the team and to that group, and did a good job there. So that goes off to those guys. And then we had one penalty, which was a positive. And then special teams, I thought our return game was good. We didn't have but one punt, so. And then we got Bucker a field goal, which was great, man. He did a nice job with that. They drilled it. And all in all, a good night. I mean, I could keep going here, but it was one of those good nights. So, time's yours.
Andy, you mentioned the line right away. What did you see from Jalen Moore, and how did that all play out?
Yeah, Jalen, I thought did a nice job. He just had a baby too, which is a great thing. So last night or early this morning, however you want to put it. But he stepped in. Josh was gone for personal reasons, so for him to step in was a nice thing, and I thought he did a nice job. And tribute to Andy for rolling those guys during the week and getting that part done.
When did you realize, or when you say you wouldn't have Josh, and when might you expect him back?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, you know, when he's back, he's got to take care of that, and we'll see where it goes from there. But we were aware of it, yeah.
You just learned today, last night.
Does it matter if I?
Coach Reid,
Yeah.
how did y'all go from 13 penalties last week to 0 accepted this week?
Yeah, so penalties are kind of a crazy thing. So it's sometimes they come in waves. So I thought I thought the officials did a nice job, but I thought our guys did a nice job of correcting some of those. You know, with a good conscious effort to put forward there. So yeah, no, it was a positive though, really.
Andy, the initial 4th down, they went for inside the 10-yard line. Just take it from that decision.
Yeah, I mean, the decision, I thought it was the right thing to do, especially when you're playing a team that scores a lot of points. But I just thought it was the right way to go. Those are all subjective decisions. And then I know if you talk to the stats guy, they're going to tell you to go for about every 4th down. The Frazier does a good job of keeping it within reason. So, but listen, it was the right time to do it.
Basically, what the offense is, you know, last week, and then the way they started out the game, does that make that decision? Is that kind of swing?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it helps. I mean, we're doing okay. Yeah, I mean, that sure does. Yeah.
And you mentioned the game planning offensively and defensively, but to what do you attribute kind of the surge the last 3 weeks or so and how the offense has been?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've said this, but getting one back was a big thing. Xavier brings a lot of energy, and he can do a lot of things for you. And then he has an attitude there that he brings, and getting Rasheed back in the building, I also think was a big part. I think they felt that they were whole again, at least by body there. So that's a, you know, that was positive, having him back in the building.
And you also feel like Hollywood's kind of hitting stride and what you might have thought.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He had a nice day, 4 for 45, a couple TDs. He's a good football player. He loves to play. Try to give him the ball in many ways. We had the jet sweep to him, which was good, and down in there in the red zone. So that was a helper.
Their first drive was 15 plays, and they got down there, and it looked like they scored a touchdown. Were you aware of the teal hat?
Yeah, actually, the official told me right away what went on. So yeah, but it was weird. You don't see that very often. It was a different kind of play too. So they're very creative in what they do, and you know, that one he didn't get set. So that was
A little weird, maybe ugly at the end of the game. What was your view of what happened out there afterwards with the sculptor?
yeah. Well, you guys. I mean, it was you know, the guy came up and hit Juju for a little what looked like no reason. I mean, we're taking a knee, so yeah, that's tough. I mean, put pretty good damage on Juju's nose.
Andy, you scored touchdowns there right before halftime and right after halftime. How big was that in the game?
Yeah, well, they deferred, so they gave us an opportunity to get the ball the second half. We were able to come out and score there, which I thought that was big. Anytime you come out that second half and move the ball a little bit, I think it helps everybody. And then in the first half, it was a good drive. I can't say enough about, you know, the Nagy's, the Blameyers, these guys that put that plan together, man. Connor and the whole group just had some good stuff. Todd Pinks and his, you know, De Leon, we've added into the mix here, and he gives us a nice perspective from the defensive side. And he's kind of gotten into the offensive part of it too, so that helps just with putting the game plan together. But I thought it was a thick game plan.
Andy, you mentioned Travis earlier, but can you elaborate a little bit on what you see about why he's so effective tonight, particularly?
I think he came back in great shape. You know, I think he's been playing well all along. He particularly these last 3 weeks. So he came back in good shape though. And at his age, that's important. You know, that's a big thing.
That's one thing. You mentioned the offensive line, but not just protecting on each individual play, but just the impact of what they've done maybe the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That had.
Yeah, you'd asked me that before, and I mean, I agree with that they've gotten better as we've gone on. The young guys, or in this case, Galen jumping in and doing his thing. So it's a good group, and uh, they're physical. You know, I think if you could take something away from this game, when they bear down, they can bear down. So it ends up being important.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, good.
Brad. He's not. Patrick's right here, yeah. Patrick's right here. There. Sir. How are you? We're ready for you. All right, guys, go ahead and fire away.
What do you think of when you think of why the offense seems to be hitting stride and kind of surging right now?
Yeah, I think first off, it starts up front. I think our offensive line is doing a great job protecting and giving me time to evaluate stuff down the field. And I think Veach and Coach Reid have brought in a lot of receivers, a lot of weapons, tight ends, running backs that can make plays happen down the field. And so when the offensive line blocks like that, I've always said it makes my job a lot easier. And we've been able to distribute the ball. And Coach Reid and Coach Nash are calling great plays at the right time.
Speaking of that, you just take us through the second touchdown by Hollywood, how we got so open. It looked like a lot of traffic. Travis tracked a lot of traffic.
Yeah, yes. We had called a play where we actually thought they had like a little guy, not a little guy, one of the DNs dropped, and we thought he was going to drop from the boundary, and we might get Pop open. But for him dropping underneath Pop, Hollywood was able to get across the field and score. You're talking about the run play or the pass across the field? Yeah, he got across the field, and I was able to throw him the ball, and he won with speed. But that's part of the progression. You have to be able to recognize the coverages that they're in, and Hollywood did a great job getting open.
Last thing about Hollywood, how much do you feel like he's kind of hitting his stride and that that's helped open things up a little?
Yeah, I mean, I think with Hollywood, he's always had the talent. I mean, he's dealt with a lot of injuries, but when he's there, he plays hard. He understands the game, and he does a great job. And the great thing about this offense is it can come from everywhere. Obviously, Hollywood, Taekwon's had big games, Xavier's had big games, Travis, obviously, other guys, and then now we're getting Rashid back, and so it's all about building depth. I think that Veach has done a great job with that, and those guys love each other. That receiving room, they love each other, and they want each other to do good. And so when you have that mindset as a whole room, you can have a lot of success.
Going forward on the initial fourth down, for the 6-yard.
Yeah, no, we knew we had to have an aggressive mindset. They have an aggressive mindset as a team, and Coach Reid came in with the right mindset. We had talked about different plays that we liked, and other than 1 4th down, I thought we did a great job of executing at the right time. And so when Coach believes in us, man, it gives us more of a belief in ourselves, and guys made it happen, and we were able to get, I think there's like 2 or 3 of those 4th downs.
Had some plays you liked. How did that play come about, and just how did that unfold on the field?
Yeah, I mean, we knew what coverages we could expect in that type of situations, and Xavier did a great job of winning one-on-one. And there was more options on the play, but whenever your first option is Xavier and he wins immediately and gets a touchdown, I mean, that's the type of guy he is. He's a man coverage, he can win and get that open. And so it went from being a tightly contested throw to me kind of just lobbing it out there and letting him get in the end zone.
Together during the week or maybe the night before?
Yeah, we talked through 4th down situations in certain parts of the field, and so Coach Reid, we had talked through certain situations like that, and we knew a couple plays that we liked, and then you let Coach Reid and Nags call the plays at the right time, and they expected man, called a play that had a good man beater on there, and Xavier, you let a guy go out there and win, and he won.
When did you know that Josh wasn't going to be here and how Jalen did fill him in?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't fully know. I mean, obviously, we'd walk through around noon, one, whatever it was, and he wasn't there, so I knew something was up. And then talking with the coaches after, obviously a personal matter, but I have all the faith in the world in Jalen. I mean, he came here to do what he did today. I mean, go out there and go up against one of the premier pass rushers in the league and handle his own. And so that speaks to his professionalism, getting better and better through work throughout the week and being prepared to play at any moment. And he went out there and showcased the type of player that he is.
Talk about all those pieces that were brought in. It takes time for everything to gel. How do you guard against being patient, not being frustrated, and expecting that eventually it's going to build?
Yeah, I mean, you could see it. You see spurts here and there throughout the beginning of the season of guys excelling. And I mean, obviously, you don't want injuries, but I mean, it threw Hollywood and Taekwon in big moments and where they had to really progress even faster than we could expect. Kind of like with Xavier the year before and Rashid the year before that. And so now that we're adding those guys back, they all have the confidence that they can win their matchups and know how to work within the offense. And so it makes my job a lot easier. And when those guys up front are blocking like that, I have weapons everywhere that I can throw the football.
Scored at the end of the first half and then the beginning of the second.
Mhm.
How big was that and what stadium?
Yeah, no, it was huge. I mean, I think we learned from last week. Last week we got the ball out of half and we went 3 and out quickly and it kind of gave the momentum back to the Jaguars. So we were very emphasized and in the locker room we need to go out there and score and put the momentum back in our favor and we were able to do that. And we got backed up and we didn't get going the way we wanted to. But it was important to get that lead back and get the momentum and get Arrowhead especially get the crowd going because it makes it difficult for that offense any other offense to go out there and do work.
Sam, what do you think of what unfolded out?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it kind of is what it is. You know, you just kind of move on. I mean, we won the football game. I thought we did a great job and played well, but now we were on to the Raiders.
Kind of just related to that, I guess, though, it looked like you took exception with Hutchinson when he hit you after the whistle on that point. Was that part of what built up after the game?
I mean, you're playing football. I mean, you're being chippy. That's a physical football team, and they have a mentality that they come in to play with, and we're going to match that mentality. You know, we're not afraid to go up against anybody. That's the mentality Coach Reid brings every single day, and we're going to match the intensity of whoever steps on that football field.
Coach has mentioned several times that having Rasheed back in the building has been a good thing. But on the practice field this week, what can this offense do?
I'm very excited. I mean, I'll just leave it there.
The last two, but Patrick, speaking of the depth, the offense seems like you've gained some trust with Rashard's been talking to me a little bit about his development.
Yeah, he's done a great job. You know, being just kind of a weapon for us. I mean, he can run the ball from the backfield, but just getting the football in his hands, letting him make plays happen. I think him having the receiving and the running back background, you can use him in so many different ways. And so, just like any rookie in this offense, it takes time for them to learn everything, the little things that happen, little details. And so we'll keep giving him more and more chances to go out there and succeed. But he's definitely a playmaker. I think we'll get better and better as the season goes on.
Last one, Rob. I don't think the most important thing, but the fastest of 300 touchdown passes in this league. What's that mean to you?
No, it's extremely cool. I mean, I've been blessed. I always say it, and I mean it. Like I've been blessed. I got drafted here in Kansas City, a great community, great ownership, and then getting one of the best football coaches of all time and some of the greatest players of all time around me. And so it makes my job a lot easier when I'm able to throw to some great ones. And let's continue it. Let's have some fun, and we've got a long career ahead, and we'll see how many we can get to.
Thanks, Patrick. Yeah, Hollywood's coming. Thank you. And Nick Bolt. Okay. Yeah, give that to Stu.
Hollywood, can you just take us through both touchdowns, what you saw on each play, and I couldn't tell him, like Travis shoved it into the end zone on the first one.
Yeah, we had that sweep call last week, and I was begging for it. So coach called it this week. The receiver room said I had to get in the end zone, so I was happy. If Trav pushed me in, shout out to Trav for that.
And on the second one, it looked like you got wide open right away. You just describe how that happened, and it looked like maybe Travis took out a lot of edge on the defense.
Yeah, for that play, we saw man, and it was gonna be a race across the end zone. And when you playing with a great tight end like Trav, he attracts a lot of attention. And for me, it was just racing across the field.
How much do you feel like now you're sort of in your zone in terms of being healthy and used to this offense?
Yeah, definitely. Weekend, I'm getting comfortable. All glory to God, really. I just got baptized Friday, so this whole weekend been amazing for me.
This is your first 2-touchdown game in almost exactly 4 years. Can you just talk about your journey from that moment until now?
Uh, like I said, I just give all the glory to God. I mean, I'm just here to serve. Thankful for this organization. Just trying to get better each week and have some fun.
Like everything is starting to click. The guys are getting comfortable and everybody else. Did you guys worry early on that it wasn't going to get here? Or did you feel like eventually it was going to?
No, we was never worried. I mean, all season we had a lot of fun, a lot of flying around. For us, it was just eliminating, mistakes, being where we needed to be. You know, we got a lot of injuries, so just being on the field and getting those reps is very important.
Xavier and Rashid on the field at the same time. Now that presumably it's finally gonna happen. How does that feel?
It feels amazing, man. Those are my brothers, and we all been through a lot of stuff, individually. So, it's a moment, we're not gonna take for granted. We're gonna play hard for each other, and we're looking forward to it.
Xavier is something a lot of receivers at EGP, everybody got to eat. I guess what is that on the types of you guys?
We know it's one football. I mean, we got a lot of alphas in the room, and we understand your week is different each week, but that don't change how you come to work. That don't change how you play. Play hard for each other, and EG, everybody got to eat.
It's not too personal. What led you to get baptized Friday, and what's that mean to you?
Just my journey. I mean, I got baptized when I was younger, but I feel like last year, I had a lot on me mentally, and it all boils down to don't worry about the extra stuff. I felt myself second guessing a lot of stuff, and as a believer, that's not what I should do. So just to get back, get baptized, with my fiance, it felt good.
Reset's the right word, but be
Yeah.
dedicating yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Just letting God know that I'm a follower of Him, and all of this is a blessing that's from Him, and I don't take it for granted.
Someone asked me during the game, what is the hand motion that you guys do? What is that?
I don't know, man. Xavier did that when he came back, and it kind of just stuck with all of us. Um, it's fun. So anything to get the crowd going and have some fun.
What was your view of what happened at the end of the game there? Juju and everything. Did you see what happened? And your thoughts on that?
No, I didn't see what happened at all. I was on the other side of the field, so yeah, I don't have really no comments on it.
We saw you show the group in the TV camera. Is that new?
Oh no, I had this all season. Had to show them off tonight, Sunday night. Thank you.
No Chris, like
No, Chris. Nick, you just held the #1 scoring offense in the NFL. 17 points. How does that feel?
Yeah, man, it feels great. Obviously, flipping play to run a little bit better, especially in the first half. I think the average somewhere close to 5 yards per carry. So as we keep going, gotta be a little bit better with that. But I thought we played great today. Rush and the D line and DBs working together, then obviously the offense. I went out there and put points on the board and made them one-dimensional in that aspect. But yeah, I think we played pretty good today.
After the first drive, especially, right?
Yeah.
15-play drive, you have to wrap it almost 10 minutes. But did adjustments like after that?
Yeah, we kind of talked about it during the week. They're pretty good in this league. I think they're 1 or 2 in the first 15 plays and scoring drives. First drive of the first half and second half, putting points on the board. So we understood that they got a good first 15, and I'm kind of just riding the wave. And then after that, kind of see what they got, locking on our checks and keys, and then go from there. But yeah, they did everything we expected them to do on the first 15. Mix it up a little bit, run pass, work the perimeter, get some guys, their key guys involved, and a little bit of trick plays in there too. Yeah, man. I think honestly, I think we're doing pretty good. Every weekend a little bit better, but just run defense. As we continue, especially in the back half of this year, it gets a little colder outside. Man, we got to be able to stop the run.
On the fair touchdown with Goff, did you know that was?
Yeah, I knew it was an illegal shift rule, but honestly, I didn't know the flag was going to get called on that play because it's so far past. But yeah, I do know about the rule in that particular defense. We didn't have that covered, but yeah.
Did you spot it? I mean, did you know that they had violated the rule at that point?
I figured he had to get set, but where my eyes and vision were, kind of my keys had me in a different location at the time.
Oh, like a big break at that point, though?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Our crowd kind of went dead there for a little bit after they scored, and then got a field goal on that drive. Offense goes out there and scores, and our crowd was into it, and it kind of just rode the wave after that.
How much, when the offense comes out and gets that touchdown, they're up 20-10,
Mm.
how much does that put pressure on them? And then they kind of seemed like they got away from the run a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of missed that a little bit earlier, but our offense putting points on the board, maybe didn't pass the ball, had to go chase points a little bit, kind of got them out of their early run game. They're big run the ball first and second down, so getting a good play on first down, second down, forcing the pass, kind of helps us out in terms of what our defensive makeup is for sure, and yeah, kind of use that to our advantage second half.
There's not only able to go from having 13 penalties last week to 0 penalties as a team tonight.
Yeah, just details. Coach Reid kind of harped on it as soon as we got done with the game last week, and on a short week, kind of keeping things kind of familiar, but we could change the penalties, and that's kind of the big thing we harped on early in the week, and just have to come out there and execute, kind of play good, clean football.
Maybe not only to hold them 17 points, but no fourth down conversions. Obviously, it's a point of this team. What you guys do?
Yeah, kind of mix up looks on them a little bit. We play some man, play some zone. Rush kind of working together with the coverage. I think obviously having 4th down and 2 or longer ones kind of helps us out a lot. So we just got to make sure we can continue to do that.
What did you see in that sort of skirmish after the game, and what's that like when you have to deal with something like that?
Yeah, obviously, well, for me, I was on the sideline getting my tape cut off, so I turned around and kind of missed everything. But big picture for us, man, just make sure the guys are safe and available for us next week. That's kind of our mindset was, make sure our quarterback's good and make sure our guys taken care of.
Shamari had 12 tackles tonight. That was a career high for him. I'm just kind of seeing him, grow into that role and kind of develop.
Yeah, he's a tweener guy, so he can play safety, corner, DB, kind of plays a little bit of everything for us. So having that guy kind of gain confidence as it keeps going, and we use him a lot of different ways. Just a versatile guy, key piece for our defense, and he's continuing to grow and continue to get better.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Appreciate it.
That's all for tonight.
Thank you.
Busy, pretty good.